And I wanted to mention the standings I checked. The Bulls 2.5 games behind Miami, and again, I'm not sure if that uh, counted tonight's win or not. But what team can lose an MVP like Rose and be 2.5 games or possibly even closer to first place at this point in the season? To me, that's just crazy. It just speaks to their defense and their team concept, the way they move the ball. I never thought I liked watching the Chicago Bulls. I don't mind watching the Chicago Bulls. I mean, I don't. Joakim Noah is just painful for me to look at. He's just a weird dude to me. Everything he does, from his shot to the shoes he wears, it's all just Joakim Noah just looks like a hobo or something. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Joakim Noah, but I appreciate what he does, and the interior passing they've got between like him and Boozer, and then Gibson's a great defender, and Nate Robinson's entertaining to me. I don't mind watching the Bulls. They're not my favorite team, but I can get down with the Bulls. Sorry, went off on a little tangent there. Getting back to the news, Allen Iverson is supposedly being pursued by the Texas Legends of the D League, who are the Mavericks affiliate. That's where Mike James came from, if anybody was wondering. And yeah, the Texas Legends would supposedly like to bring in Allen Iverson, give him a shot. Now, I'm a huge Allen Iverson fan. Always have been. I emulated Iverson as a kid. I had the posters on my wall. I have his jersey, his shoes. I sell a T-shirt on my website with his likeness on it. I'm a huge Iverson fan. This is selfish because I mean I want Iverson to do whatever Iverson thinks is best for him. But selfishly, I don't want Iverson to come back. I don't. I love Allen Iverson. I don't want Iverson to come back. You know why? I just think all these comebacks, whether they're China, Turkey, D League, even if he makes it to the NBA, it's just, to me, it tarnishes his legend. Iverson was like a mythical figure. He cultural icon, and what made him so remarkable to me was the fact that he he it was that famous quote, I don't want to be Michael Jordan, Larry, Isaiah, whatever, you know, I want to look in the mirror and say I did it my way. And he did do it his way, and he refused to conform. And while that ultimately caused his career to end probably prematurely, it's what made Iverson Iverson, is that attitude, and it's that attitude that I love as much as his crossover and his anything about his game. It's that attitude about, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it the AI way, and if the AI way doesn't work, I'm not doing it anyway. It's the AI way, or it's the highway. So that's what I always loved about Iverson, is that he achieved everything he achieved doing it his way, and it's so incredible that a guy of his uh, 6 foot or 5'11" or whatever he was stature could do that. I never wanted to see him chase a ring when he was still a formidable player. Now that he probably isn't anyway, I definitely don't think I want to see him come back and just have it inevitably flame out. I don't want that. I wish the best for Allen Iverson, like I said, but for my own selfish reasons, I'd rather just watch the YouTube videos. All right, that wraps up the news. Um, one other thing I wanted to get to was the All-Star games coming up on the 15th. I imagine they're going to be announcing the participants for the Saturday night contest soon, and I just wanted to touch on the people that I'd like to see included. We'll begin with the skills contest. Yawn. Um, the skills contest is obviously horrible. It's just, there's nothing appealing about the NBA skills competition really whatsoever. The guys usually Most of them jog through it. They're, bricking jump shots and banging the ball off the side of the little cylinder thing they're trying to pass it through. It's just bad. They need to either just get rid of it or change it. My suggestion is, okay, get these 4 ball handlers, who I consider the 4 most spectacular ball handlers in the NBA. Jamal Tinsley, Lance Stevenson, Jamal Crawford, and Kyrie Irving. I think they have more than 4 contestants usually, but I don't even care. I don't care who the other 2 or 4 people are. Just get anybody. But get those 4 people and either have them time them going through like difficult, challenging drills through cones, like between their legs, behind their back, spin moves. Challenge them. Don't just make them just bounce the ball lackadaisically, toss a little chest pass, shoot a little jump shot. Nobody wants to see that. It's just awful. Let them do like freestyle 2-ball dribbling. I don't even care. Just anything but what they do. Get those 4 ball handlers, NBA, and just unleash their crazy and one mixtape street ball stuff. That's where you need to go with the skills contest. Either that or just let them play one-on-one. That would be even better. So moving on from that, the 3-point shootout. I've always felt that why don't we just go with the 6 best percentages in the league? Then nobody can complain that they've been shafted or whatever. It's just, to me, the fairest way to do it. 3-point shooting is something that you can, I don't know what word I'm looking for, quantitatively. I don't know. There's a concrete way to determine who the 6 best 3-point shooters are. Go by the percentage. So here are the 6 best 3-point shooters in the NBA. JaVale McGee, Sam Dalembert, I think his name's Jared Cunningham, is that right? From the Mavericks or whatever? I don't know, he never plays. DeAndre Liggins, Xavier Henry, and Earl Clark. Those don't sound like the best 3-point shooters in the NBA to you? Oh, that's because I got rid of the little qualified leaders requirement that you have to have a certain amount of shots. Why should you have to have that? Straight up, those are the 6 best percentage-wise. JaVale McGee is shooting 100% from 3. How are you going to tell me that he doesn't deserve to be in the 3-point shootout? You can't. 100%. That's all I got to say. Okay, but seriously, if you want to go with the qualified leaders, they're Corver, Curry, Novak, Foy, Dunleavy, and Calderon. But I think my first idea sounds a lot more entertaining, and I doubt that anyone would argue with that. And okay, the dunk contest. I always get really excited about the dunk contest, and I don't know why I get excited about it anymore, because I always end up getting let down. But this year there is actually potential for a quality dunk contest without Serge Ibaka biting stuffed animals in his teeth and screwing it up and having to tie it back to the rim, and Blake Griffin getting Kenny Smith and a freaking choir out on the court. We have 4 people in the NBA right now that don't need to do that nonsense to do unprecedented things. So here we go. Bring Jeremy Evans back because he's the champion. I know it's not exciting. There's no star power there. Most people don't even know who he is. But, the guy should have the right to defend his crown. And he did some cool stuff. That one with the 2 balls is crazy. So, Jeremy Evans, welcome back. Next up, Terrence Ross, Toronto Raptors. You've seen Terrence Ross dunk at this point. I mean, if you've watched me yap about the NBA for 38 minutes and 58 seconds, you've certainly seen Terrence Ross dunk, and you understand why I'm picking Terrence Ross. I mean, Terrence Ross is I think he's shooting I don't know, almost 40% from the 3-point line. Correct me if I'm wrong. I very well may be. I think that's because, and I don't watch the Raptors all that often. I think that's because he actually dunks his 3-pointers. I think that's why he shoots such a high percentage from the 3-point line. If a Raptors fan could confirm that for me, that would be good. Okay, next I want Gerald Green back in. Again, another obvious choice for anyone that watches any amount of NBA basketball. Why would you not want Gerald Green in the dunk contest? Now, there was a rumor that Gerald Green wasn't interested in going back to the dunk contest because he wants to show people that he's more than just a dunker or some nonsense. But fortunately, according to a tweet from Paul George a couple weeks ago, he changed his mind. Uh, I guess he gave up on trying to prove that he's more than a dunker when he ended up in Frank Vogel's doghouse. But anyway, I'm glad he changed his mind, and he should be in the dunk contest. Last but not least, and you know who this is going to be, James White. He's in the NBA. That's pretty much the basketball gods screaming, "Get him in the dunk contest!" Because, no disrespect, but what other purpose does James White really serve? I mean, I'm glad he's in the NBA because I want to see him in the dunk contest, but he doesn't play a lot. When he does play, he's a solid defender, I guess, because of his athleticism, but he doesn't bring a whole lot to the table. So James White is in the NBA. James White needs to be in the dunk contest. I don't care if he's in the dunk contest 10 years running. He'll jump higher than everybody when he's 40 anyway. And if James White is in the NBA, James White is in the dunk contest, period. It should be the law. So those are my 4 dunk contest competitors: Jeremy Evans, Terrence Ross, Gerald Green, and James White. And DeAndre Jordan, I wanted to get you in there, but I only like to have one big man, Jeremy Evans by default, because he won. If Jeremy Evans didn't want to do it or something, DJ, that's all you. Yeah.